definitely want a piece of that pie.
Nice, nice, nice. So, as far as a portfolio, do you currently have a portfolio? And if you do, how do you manage your portfolio? Not being a trader, but just more novice.
I do have a portfolio. Right now I am more so unstable because of the recent thing. I'm trying to, wait to see what happens before
Yeah.
before going there. But I have my overall investment portfolio set up into two parts. Part of it is Bitcoin ETH, and I just hodl, take profits as it reached certain tops like 60K and stuff. I took profits along, like literally the global tops for these tokens. But those ones, I'm not supposed to trade them. I'm not supposed to do anything except take profits and buy back in. That's it. And
Right.
then there's the other side where it's like, do whatever you want, degen, go crazy, like do do anything. But then
Right.
like, so that's one side of things, and that went well until last week. That was going perfectly fine until last week. But I started setting this up. I wanted to create my own version of like an index. And I guess it's not really an index, but it's just me buying, like creating a sub account on FTX and,
Mm,
call it, for example, DeFi tokens or whatever, right? And or blockchains. And I buy all of the tokens and pertaining to blockchains or NFTs or whatever it is. And every month I would, look at the weight and see which one's performing best and not, and then just balance out that portfolio. So it's like it's a very unattractive way of managing an index, but it's something that I started planning and I will possibly be doing very soon. So I guess in that case, it's three sections. So we have the hodlin, we have the indexes, and then we have the degenin. Degenin is actually where I spend most of my time.
right.
I do spend a lot of time like researching new tokens, following a lot of really good gem hunters, and then when I research projects, I literally like reach out to the founders and try to talk to them. Yeah, I
Wow.
actually, so in one of my research, this company Massbook, I love them. They were one of my favorite projects. But from a token standpoint, I wasn't sure if it made sense, but the project itself is super cool. But yeah, I reached out to that founder and we had like a really great interview of me like trying to, get more alpha from him.
Right.
And the community really, really loved it. So that was really good. But ultimately, it's like if you talk to a founder of a project, they already have a sales pitch prepared. So there's good and bad. So it's definitely important to be objective if you're doing something like that, right?
Right.
If I can lend any advice there. Um, but yeah, no, I spend too much time looking at these
Research.
silly Telegram chats and Discord chats.
If you hit once though, it's a 20x, it's a 100x. I think Win
Yep.
Lambo, I'm actually gonna try and get Win Lambo. That's supposed to be launching, I think, tomorrow. And here, listen, here's the pitch, right? It's the max transactions of 200K, right? And the Lambo's around 200K. So we just ride it to $1 and no one can dump on us because the max transaction is 200K.
Wait, what? Wait. How? I don't. That does not compute.
Okay. So basically, we all buy into the token, right? And it's at whatever sub pennies. And then if it gets to $1, we all win Lambos. So the token name is Win Lambo.
But doesn't the person who created it, doesn't he have the most tokens that he has just issued to
Potentially,
him? Yeah, he could just
potentially, yeah.
sell it.
Right. Hey, I might get rugged, but I'll ride some FOMO, okay? Do not do me.
Do your
Um
thing.
yeah, seriously, I thought we were on the DGen wave.
You know, there's actually, so in Degen, I don't know how, maybe it's just like I'm very super, I've gotten rugged a few times, so I try to be super cautious, but I come across like a lot of cool projects that, you know, I don't know if it's just the utopian thing in me because of all the bull run, but there's just one project I came across, Pfizer. They're focused on like, you know, capital efficiency. They're actually leveraging Uniswap version 3, they're
Mm.
the new system. Um, and looking at this project, I was like, oh damn, this is legit. And I was like, how do I find, like, my intention is not to find legit projects because
Yeah.
then it's I get married to the bag and I don't want to sell it.
Right. Right. Mm-mm. I
And you
did
know,
that with
so
Solana. Just saw
yeah,
it at 55, like at the gym. Like, oh, I'm not gonna sell. It's gonna freaking go to 100. Get rugged. Like, what? Come on, guys.
yeah, it's tricky. And so the thing with that project is that I bought it at like 8 cents, and at that time that was like the top. I was pissed at myself, and then it went to a dollar 6 cent, and I felt like a genius.
Wow.
I doubled. I'm like, yes, this is amazing. The token then went to like $4.
No.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, I know I should have married this guy. This is going to the moon, but um it is what it is. I need to learn how to, when I find like a good project, I need to remove the degen inside of things and put that into a different bucket. You know, this might be a long-term hole, and don't treat it the same way as I would these other trash
Other
projects.
ones.
So yeah.
Cool. Actually, Anatoly, you know Anatoly? The Solana founder?
Um
One of the Solana co-founders?
oh yeah, that guy.
He actually messaged me back on some few tweets. I might have to sell those for NFTs. Like he literally like really responds back like on multiple occurrences. So I do understand that reaching out to founders or getting that founder recognition goes to show that there's some genuineness behind some of these
Yeah.
projects. I did want to
Yeah.
just get the give some advice for even myself and the viewers. How do you go about researching? And how far should you go with researching?
Um, well, I mean, you can go as far as you want, the more the better. But of course, start with whatever is there. And then I always like to go through GitHub repos, look at, you know, when was the last activity done? Was it like 8 months ago? Or,
Ooh, good
yeah,
project.
that kind of stuff. And then I'm always a fan of jumping into the community and asking questions because, to, you know, like the crypto community is super open. Everyone is like trying to figure this stuff out. So people are very much willing to help you along that journey. So yeah, I would say, you know, leverage whatever material they have on their site, on their medium, going to their repo. But you know, more efficiently, you can just go to one of their chats, their Discord or Telegram. I find Discord is better because there's more focused channels. Telegram, sometimes your messages just get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, if there's stuff that is unclear, just message the founder. Like I've reached out to Sam Bankman-Fried. He's responded to me when I didn't understand something.
Wow, that
Yeah,
is so cool.
people are, the thing is, like, everyone sees their messages. You have a notification there. It's just, don't just message someone and say, hey, like
No,
these
it's not
guys.
like that. They don't have time for that.
Exactly. But all of the information is there, and you know, these guys want you to invest in their projects. They want you to support them. So they will make the effort if you ask good questions. Um, but yeah, that's my
Cool. So
advice.
how do you how can the viewers like reach you? Do you have a Twitter? Do you have a website? How can they reach you?
Yeah, my only social media account really is Twitter. It's 0x Kimberly, Ly, not Ley.
Oh,
And then, yeah, and the cryptowrap.com is where I write my weekly newsletter. I'm also super, you know, if you subscribe to that email, you know, persons respond to the newsletter, and I converse with them a lot. We go over ideas and whatnot. So I'm super responsive via the newsletter and also via Twitter.
Cool. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for participating. I really appreciate it. The viewers will appreciate it, and it was such a great learning opportunity. Do you have anything else for the team?
No, this is good. Thank you so much for having this discussion. This was super fun.
Okay, sounds good. Well, it was good chatting. All right, have a good one.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.